We tend to think of our homes as safe havens. A freshly vacuumed rug and wiped-down counters look perfectly clean to the naked eye. But if we zoom in, past the threshold of human vision, we find a chaotic storm of floating particulate matter. Humans spend roughly 90% of their time indoors, operating under the assumption that an immaculate room is a healthy environment. Modern energy efficiency has unintentionally created a structural paradox. To lower costs, we build houses with incredibly tight seals around windows and doors. These hermetic seals keep the temperature stable, but they also trap indoor pollutants, forcing them to circulate endlessly through the living space. Relying strictly on sight to evaluate the safety of our homes is a significant vulnerability. Long before catastrophic damage is visible, the decay begins at a microscopic level. A massive delay exists between a home's initial structural failure and the appearance of visible symptoms. A slow drip inside a wall cavity can persist for months before it finally warps the baseboards or blisters the surface paint. Because of this lag time, chronic health issues often serve as the first warning sign. Persistent allergies, constant fatigue, or sudden respiratory distress frequently appear long before the home itself shows a single water stain. By the time you can smell a musty odor or see dark spots in a corner, the battle is already underway. Proactively protecting a home requires the ability to look through solid walls. The degradation of a property starts with a breach. A microscopic pipe leak or hidden window condensation acts as the invisible catalyst for a devastating chain reaction. Drywall is naturally porous, allowing it to act like a sponge. It wicks excess moisture directly into the dark, unventilated cavities between framing studs, bypassing the painted surface entirely. Detecting hidden water without wall destruction requires specialized technology. This FLIR moisture meter scans beneath a seemingly dry, pristine wall. The display identifies water density. Despite a flawless surface, the meter registers a temperature drop and a critical 99.4% moisture reading inside the material. This trapped water turns a dry wall cavity into a high-humidity incubator, providing the specific biological fuel needed for the next phase of the threat. Every home contains dormant mold spores. When hitting moisture creates a damp, humid pocket in the dark, these spores are drawn to the water source. Once settled on damp wood and darkness, colonization begins. The mold multiplies rapidly, sending organic roots deep into structural framing. The fungus survives by digesting building materials. As it feeds, it hollows the lumber, causing load-bearing wood to rot, fracture, and lose integrity. The threat eventually breaches the interior living space by infiltrating the HVAC system. Once inside the ductwork, your air conditioner becomes a high-speed distribution network for contaminants. As the colony thrives, it releases volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. These are the toxic, gaseous byproducts generated by the mold's active digestive cycle. Capturing microbial samples requires forensic hardware. This Buck BioAir pump acts as a mechanical lung, pulling ambient air directly onto a testing cassette for laboratory analysis. Simultaneously, digital air quality monitors provide real-time data on hazardous airborne particles, identifying spikes in fine pollutants like PM2.5. These specific air quality readouts link directly to the onset of respiratory issues. A sick house directly creates a sick inhabitant. Breaking this cycle requires replacing guesswork with the precise, structured methodology of a professional environmental audit. Licensed mold inspectors operate as environmental forensic auditors. They identify the root cause of the moisture, rather than just cleaning up the visible symptoms. A comprehensive audit must be multifaceted. To be effective, the process must simultaneously target moisture detection, structural inspections, and indoor air quality to ensure the environment is truly safe. Deploying a unified technological audit is the proven method to sever the contamination cycle before the damage to health and property becomes irreversible. Regular environmental audits serve as a vital layer of health maintenance, ensuring the home remains as safe as it looks, regardless of when it was purchased. Obtaining precise, actionable data about the microscopic makeup of your indoor air removes the mystery and provides the empowerment needed to take control. Protect what matters most by taking control of your environment. Detect the invisible early, breathe better, and know your air.